Former CIA Assistant Director 앤드류김 says North Korea's latest missile launch was only for the sake of testing and nothing more. He also says Pyongyang could fire one or two more in the future if its test earlier this month was a failure. Our Jung-hee with more.
The former CIA Assistant Director has downplayed concerns over North Korea's firing of short-range missiles earlier this month. 앤드류김 said the regime did not necessarily shoot them to shake up nuclear talks, but rather, quote, just to test them, and added the regime could launch more in the future.
대화가 일단 중지가 되면은
When talks are suspended, the North feels the need to test things they've not been able to because they can't when talks resume. If the missile launch was a failure, they'd do it once or twice more. And when they're done with that, they'd come back to the table.
His comments came at an international forum this week hosted by Seoul's state-run Institute for National Security Strategy, which is under the nation's intelligence agency. Former intelligence officials from 16 countries gathered at the event. They assessed that North Korea's missile launch this month was a calculated move that doesn't violate UN Security Council resolutions and leaves the door open for dialogue. On recent discussions of humanitarian aid to the North, 앤드류김 said providing aid would be a good way to show the U.S. is willing to improve relations with Pyongyang. The former CIA official called on the regime to come out for frequent dialogue. He stressed communication is the most important thing when it comes to becoming friends, but communicating with North Korea is not easy.
North Korea communicates only when it wants to and avoids it when it doesn't want to. I've told North Korean officials that we should talk more often. It's necessary to communicate and grow our understanding of each other. The topics don't have to be heavy.
The U.S. isn't even aware of who is now U.S. State Secretary Mike Pompeo's North Korean counterpart and will only find out once Pyongyang comes back to dialogue, he says. In mid-April, the North changed the head of its United Front Department, which used to be the position held by Kim Yong-chol, the regime's top nuclear negotiator. Jung-hee, Arirang News.